All right, Shalom Israel. All right, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, Sabbath service, Syracuse, New York. All right, upstate New York. All right. The Sabbath service consists of we do the seven. We break down the 7 scriptures and we break down the 7 scriptures and to get a better glimpse into how our people lived and what we had to go through. But first, we do the prayers. Start with Lord. Turn around, face east. Oh, gotta get the wine too. All right. Go ahead.
La Yashala.
La Yasharala.
I mean, to Israel in the Hebrew.
All right. Turn around, face the east.
God. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Dash.
Dash.
Hayah. Shukah.
Shukah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakaka.
Malakaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Tawa.
Tawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Ta.
Lita.
Lano.
Lano.
Laka'ah.
Laka.
Ka.
Ka.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak Nawal.
Wasalak Nawal.
Kawawat Nawal.
Kawalak Nawal.
Kasanat Nawal.
Kasalak Nawal.
Kawawat Yanawal.
Kawawat Yanawal.
Wala'a. Tabayana Awna.
Tabayana.
Banasan Yawan.
Banasayawan.
Abba. Hawashan Nawa.
Hawashan.
Maya. Rai Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahatapara. Lai Awalak Yam. Aman.
All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Amen.
Hakat, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Hawashah. Bakusha. Nathanawal. Hakat. La Rapa'ah. Ka Makala. Waka Marawa. Hakat. Latahar. Ha Matazariah. Hakat. La Hakwayam. Hamatayam. Hakat. El Rakawa. Hatama'ala. Like a Rashad. Ba'ashem. Yahushai. The water.
Amen. This is the Hakat, the power in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it.
The blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah.
Yahweh.
Wa Yahushai. Wa Mayaka'ala. Wa Halahayam. Matasa Baya'ah. Alawat,
Alawat,
Yahana,
Yahana,
Alawatya,
Alawatim,
Hasaranyam,
Hasaranyam,
Hakwatazayanyam,
Hakotazayanyam,
Hakayayam,
Hakayayam,
Waka'a,
Waka'a,
Wa'athiam,
Wa'akwatim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Tawada,
Tawada,
Aman.
Aman.
All right, these are the blessings in Hebrew. I mean in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh,
And Yahushai.
And Yahushai,
And Michael.
and Michael,
And the angels.
and the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commander General
The
Yohana,
generals.
the generals,
The captains.
the captains,
The officers.
the officers,
The troopers.
the troopers,
And the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Just the book of Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanyam,
Ayanya,
Al-Haryam,
Araryam,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Azariah,
Isaiah,
Azariah,
Isaiah,
Ma'ah,
Ma'ah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Asha,
Asha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Wa'arataza,
Wa'arataza,
Al-Yathan,
Ayathan,
Bamawath, Ragalka,
Bamawath, Rugalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Ayana,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hanan,
Hanan,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasharala,
Yasharala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Zaka,
Al-Yad,
Aliyah,
Yamyanka,
Yamyaka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Bayrak,
Balayala,
Bayrak,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makarak,
Makarak,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashka,
Athnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tasa Athka,
Tazahaka,
Wabawa'aka,
Wabaraka,
Maita,
Maita,
Wa'ad Agwama, La,
Alawam.
All right. This is Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes
I'll lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
Unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore.
All right. That'll be all. You turn around. All right, you can be seated up.
What's that? Second Kings.
2 Kings
Yes,
18 and 29.
Starting at 29.
Yeah, 29 and 35. Yeah.
Oh, it's 37. (29 to 35).
Yep, 29 and 35. All right.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 18, verse 29 in the Hebrew. Ka, Amar, Hamalat, Al, Yashaya, Lakam, Kazakwa Yaha, Kazakwa Yahawa, Kaya, La'a, Yanaka, Salaki, Yawaka, Lahatazarayam, Salaki, Laha, Tazaraya, Tazayala, Atakam, Mayadawa, Verse 30. Wa'al Yabasat Atakam Kazakwa Yahweh Al Yahweh La'amar Hatazal Hatazalah Yatazayah Lanawa Yahweh Wala'ah Tana Tazah Ath Hatazayak Slagia Hatazayar Hazaath Bayak Malak Ashawar. Verse 31. Al Tashamaywa Al Kazakwa Yahweh Kaya Ka Amar Malak Ashawar Aishawa Ataya Baraka Wataza Awa Alaya Wa Akali Lawa Ayash Gapanawa Wa Ayash Ta'anatawa Wa Washatawa Ayash Maya Bawa verse 32. Ira Ba'aya Wala Kwakathiya Atakam Al Arataza Ka Arataza Kam Arataza the Gawa Slakia Dagan Watayara Awash Arataza Lakam Wakaram Yam Arataza Zayath Yatazahar Warabash Wakayawa Wala'a Tamatawa Wa'al Tashamaywa Al Kazakwa Yahweh Kaya Yasayath Atakam La'amar Yahweh Yatazayah Lanawa. Verse 33. Hataza'al Hatazayalawa Allahaya Hagawa Yam Ayash Ath Arataza Awa Mayak Malak Ashawar. Verse 34. Ayat Allahaya Kamath Paka Aya Allahaya Mapar Rawa Yam Hanai Wa'aiwa Kaya Hataza Ya Lawa Ath Shamar Waza Maya Daya. Verse 35. Maya Bakal Alahaya, Ha'arataza, Ha'arataza Wath, Ashar, Hataza Yala Lawa, Aratazam, Mayadaya, Kaya, Yataza Yahweh, Yara, Washalam, Yara Washalam, Mayara, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
swab job, all right. All right, that brother wrote, he read the 7 scriptures in Hebrew. All right, now, obviously, Quackers, I was about to read the 7 scriptures in English, and we're gonna get into what's going on. All right, Israel is not under siege yet, but we're pretty much under siege from the king of Assyria. All right, and basically the 2 servants of the king of Assyria and King Hezekiah at the time were basically having a conversation and trying to figure out, how can we go about this? What's the word? Pleasantly. All right. Basically saying how you gonna give up your land pleasantly without us having to invade. All right. But go ahead. I read the 7 verses.
Khan, just the book of 2 Kings, chapter 18, verse 29 in English. Thus said the king, let not Hezekiah deceive you, for he shall not be able to deliver you out of his hand. Verse 30, neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying, the Lord will surely deliver us, and this city shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria. Verse 31, hearken not to Hezekiah, for thus said the king of Assyria, make an agreement with me by a present, and come out to me, and then eat, yea, every man of his own vine, and every one of his fig tree, and drink, yea, every one the waters of his cistern. Verse 32, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of corn and wine, a land of bread and vineyards, a land of oil, olive, and of honey, that ye may live and not die. And hearken not unto Hezekiah when he persuadeth you, saying, the Lord will deliver us. Verse 33, hath any of the gods of the nations delivered at all his land out of the hand of the king of Assyria? Verse 34, where are the gods of Hamath and of Arpad? Where are the gods of Sepharvaim, Hinah, and Ivah? Have they delivered Samaria out of my hand? Verse 35, who are they among all the gods of the countries that have delivered their country out of mine hand, that the Lord shall deliver Jerusalem out of my hand?
That's the 7 verses.
Okay.
All right.
35.
So basically, these are the 2 servants of King Hezekiah and the king of Assyria at the time, and basically they were having a conversation. And basically, the king of Assyria, or the servant for the king of Assyria, was basically telling the servant to King Hezekiah, he's trying to goad him. He's trying to bribe him, basically. If you give up, if you come willingly, we'll give you 2,000 horses. All right, trying to get him to betray King Hezekiah. All right. So from last week, they were speaking in Assyrian. All right, because the servant for King Hezekiah, he didn't want the brothers on the wall, the sentries on the wall, to hear what they were talking about. And then he turned around and told them in Assyrian, basically, go F yourself. we don't, you're pretty much going to have to fight us at this point, because we're not, the Most High is going to deliver us. That's pretty much what he's saying. All right. So the Assyrian servant, he got mad and basically started yelling. He started to yell at the top of his lungs to the sentries and the guards that were on the wall listening to him. And he spoke in the Hebrew tongue, basically saying, basically saying, hopefully, I ain't talking no sense into him. Hopefully, I can talk some sense into y'all. And he's basically bribing him, saying, you know, if you come fight for Assyria, or just don't fight us at all, you know, we'll give you your own land, we'll give you your own vineyards, we'll give you your own, you know, you'll have your own food, you know, we'll give you everything. All right, as long as you don't try to fight us. All right, go ahead with the first scripture.
Verse 29. Thus saith the king, let not Hezekiah deceive you, for he shall not be able to deliver you out of his hand.
All right, so basically this brother, he's yelling at, well, brother, he's in Syria, all right, but he's basically yelling out at the top of his lungs in the Hebrew tongue. He's saying, what? Thus saith the king. So basically he's yelling out at the top of his lungs. This is what the king of Syria is saying. All right, he's saying, say it again.
Thus said the king, let not Hezekiah deceive you.
So he's basically saying, don't basically, you know how brothers in a way he's like trying to tell the brothers, like, don't let Hezekiah boost your head, all right, because this is pretty much a lost battle. Okay. All right, so he's trying to basically say, like, don't let the king of y'all's, don't let him boost y'all head to think that y'all can whoop us, all right, because we don't conquer many kingdoms before y'all, all right, and we're gonna conquer many more after. All right, keep going up.
For he shall not be able to deliver you out of his hand.
All right, so he's basically telling them, he's like, yo, your king, he's boosting y'all heads. Don't think that y'all can, you know, because we'll take it over regardless. Don't let the king boost y'all head, because he don't let him think that he's gonna be able to deliver y'all. All right, because at this point we at your front door. There's nothing y'all can do about it. All right, go ahead to the next one.
Verse 30. Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord.
See, it's like it. So right now he's basically saying, not only is your king not going to be able to deliver you, but all this, our God, the Most High, whoever y'all follow, he's not going to do nothing either. All right, y'all keep on putting your faith into this power when we're already at your front doorstep. Which y'all think? Y'all think that he's going to come down and save y'all? Go ahead, out.
You trust in the Lord, saying, the Lord will surely deliver us, and this city shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria.
So he's basically saying your God can't help you. All right. So right now he's feeling some type of way, pretty much, because they told him in their own language, go F yourself. All right. So he's sitting there, he's like, oh, well, don't let your king boost your head up. At the same time, don't think that your God is going to come down and save you, because we're already here. All right. We can take y'all. We can wipe y'all all out if we wanted to. All right. So all this, the Most High is going to deliver y'all. How can he deliver y'all when we're here right now? All right. Go ahead.
Next verse, 31. Hearken not to Hezekiah.
Hearken not. All right. Hearken means listen. All right. So he's basically saying, don't listen to your king. Your king's going to get you killed. All right. Just right now, the best thing to do is take these little horses, take the little bit of land we got, or give y'all, you know, and deal with it. Because at this point, your king's not going to save you. Your Lord's not going to save you. That's moot. All right. Go ahead.
For thus said the king of Assyria, make an agreement with me by a present, and come out to me, and then eat, yea, every man of his own vine.
So, like, repeat that. Start from the top on that one.
Verse 31, right, sir?
Yep.
All right, verse 31. Hearken not to Hezekiah.
All right, don't listen to the king. Go ahead.
For thus said the king of Assyria, make an agreement with me by a present.
Okay, so basically he's saying, if you make an agreement with me, I'll give you presents. All right, and it's not with the CE, it's present, like present, like gifts. All right, so he's basically saying, whoever in this arm, whoever right now make a pact with the king of Assyria, we'll give you presents. All right, we'll gold you with, you know, we'll give you a little bit of land. You'll have your own vineyards. You know, you'll be able to drink your own wine, drink from your own cistern. A cistern is basically like a well. You know, like an underwater a well that you get water, like it's clear water that you get that's like in the ground. All right, go ahead.
And come out to me, and then eat, yea, every man of his own vine.
See, he's basically saying that if you come and make a pact or an agreement with the king of Assyria, you'll get your own vineyard. You'll have your own land. You'll have your own wine. You know, you'll be able to eat from your own fig trees. You'll have trees that you can pick your own fruit. You don't have to go out there and work for no. You ain't got to go to the market. You just go right in your backyard. All right, but that's only if you join us. All right, because right now your king is pretty much leading you out of slaughter because we're here.
All right, your king, he's not going to deliver you. All right, your God isn't going to deliver you. All right, but if you join with us, we definitely will make sure that you live lavishly in this land of captivity, because at the end of the day, that's what they're going to be. All right, they're going to be captives in their own land. All right, under the Assyrians. Go ahead,
And drink ye every one the waters of his cistern.
See, drink your own water, so you'll have your own clean water to drink from. All right, you don't have to go to your king and ask him for water. You don't have to, you don't have to do none of that. We're going to give it to you. All right, we're going to give you land with clean drinking water. You'll be able to plant. You'll be able to plow. Whatever you want to do on it. All right, we'll give you whatever you want, but as long as you make this pact. All right, go ahead.
Verse 32, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land.
Until I come and take you away to a land like your own land. All right, basically, again, they're going to be taken to another land, but they're going to be treated like the land is theirs. All right, like you said, you're going to have your own thing. You feel me? As long as you just listen to us. All right, make this pact with us. Listen to us. We'll take you. You're going to end up in another land, but it's going to be like your own. All right. Basically, you're going to be in charge of it. All right. All you got to do is just make this pact. Agree with us. Don't worry about your king, because your king's probably going to end up dead. He's still feeling some type of way, so he's pretty much trying to, he's trying to bribe him in a way. All right. Because I mean, in an army, there's the higher ups and there's the commands, but at the same time, if there's no soldiers to fight, then that's pretty much a lost cause. All right, go ahead.
God, sir. A land of corn and wine.
All right, a land of corn and wine. All right, you're gonna have your own land. You can corn, maize. You can make flour. Stuff like that, and wine. All right, you have your own grapes. It's the same vineyard, grapes, land. Go ahead.
A land of bread and vineyards.
Go ahead.
A land of oil, olive, and of honey.
All right.
That ye may live and not die.
All right. See, there it goes right there. All right. We'll give you land. You'll have vineyards. You'll have your own corn. You'll have your own olive tree. And you'll live. You'll surely not die. Not only live, but you'll live a lavish lifestyle. All right. You wouldn't have to work for nobody. All right. You'll have your own house. You'll have your own land. Do whatever you want. You don't have to fight for a king that's pretty much leaving you out there to die at this point. That's pretty much what he's trying to tell him. All right. Go ahead.
And hearken not unto Hezekiah.
See, don't listen to your king. He's gonna get you killed. All right. Take what we offer right now. All right. Go ahead.
When he persuadeth you, saying, the Lord will deliver us.
See? So he's basically saying, when your king tells you that the Lord is going to deliver you, don't listen to him. Because right now we're here. All right. We're offering you gifts. Your Lord's not offering you gifts. All right. We're offering you gifts. Just don't listen to your king. All right. Just come on over to our side. Mess with us. All right. We'll give you land. You'll have water. You'll have wine. You'll have whatever you want. All right. As long as you don't listen to your king when he says that the Lord is going to deliver us. All right. Because in this time, a lot of the surrounding countries and stuff like that, they knew that the land of Israel was a land protected by a power, a higher power. All right. Because a lot of times when armies came up against Israel, they always prevail in some form of way. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 34. No, Salaki, it was verse 33. Verse 33. Have any of the gods of the nations delivered at all his land out of the hand of the king of Assyria?
See, he's saying it right there. Y'all sitting there putting all your faith and y'all trust into your higher power, your Lord. But why is it that all these other nations that have gods of the same, that they have more gods? They don't have just one God. They have multiple gods that can protect them. Why didn't they protect them when we came and took their land? All right. What was their gods when we came and took over? All right. Nowhere. All right. And he's saying nations. So this is multiple countries the Assyrians took over. All right. This wasn't no one or two places. They were on a conquest. All right. They was going for everything. All right. So he's pretty much bragging, saying the gods of these other nations, they couldn't even compare. All right. So what make you think that your one God can compare to the hundreds of gods that we've already defeated? All right. Go ahead.
Verse 34. Where are the gods of Hamath and of Arpad.
See, these are other kings. These are all other kings of other nations that were conquered. All right. He's saying where are the what?
Where are the gods of Hamath and of Arpad?
See, where are their gods at? All right. They clearly didn't come to save them because we took over. That's our land. They pay us taxes. They pay us. All right. So where's their gods at right now? Go ahead.
Where are the gods of Sepharvaim?
Go ahead.
Hina and Iva.
See, that's 3. So that right there, that's what, 3 to 5?
5.
That's 5 different kings. All right, 5 kings that were conquered. 5 kings of different countries or provinces or whatever that were conquered by the Assyrians. So he's pretty much bragging. You feel me? Like we already knocked off plenty of other nations that worship more gods than they have 10, 15, 20 gods. You only have one. All right. So we could take out 15, 20, 30 gods. We can pretty much take yours. All right. Go ahead.
Have they delivered Samaria out of my hand?
See, Sumerian. So these were Sumerian kings. All right. So he's basically saying the land of Samaria had many gods. We still took it. All right. So it's best that you don't listen to your king because we'll end up taking your stuff too. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 35. Who are they among all the gods of the countries?
Go ahead.
That have delivered their country out of my hand?
So he's basically saying, name a God that delivered their people from my hands. There isn't one, because we running all that right now. All right, we took over all that. All right, we took over, and the guys is called. We told them other guys to sit in the corner. All right, that's pretty much what he's saying. There wasn't no country with any form of gods that managed to get saved from their gods. They had no power. All right, go ahead.
That the Lord should deliver Jerusalem out of my hand.
So he's basically saying that all these guys couldn't protect them. So y'all really think that the Lord, y'all God, is going to protect y'all from me? After all, I've already on one on the rampage. I already took over. I took over countries already. So y'all think that this land right here ain't susceptible for me to take it? All right, that's it. That's it on that.
Right.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go over it again. Though we're gonna break it down a little bit more. We're gonna go more in depth into it. But he's pretty much telling them, it's best that you don't listen to your king and don't put faith in your Lord, because there's countries that we took over already. All right. Why didn't none of the other guys? Why didn't none of the other guys save their people, deliver their people? All right. You putting all your faith into this power. Like in these other countries, they had statues. They had idols. We knew what the gods looked like. We don't know what your God looks like. So you really think we're supposed to believe that your Lord is going to deliver y'all? All right, let's take it back from the top. If you got a question or anything, anybody got a no?
Go ahead.
All right, go ahead. Start from 29 again. We're going to go back over it. All right, we're going to go a little bit more in depth. Go ahead.
Read again, sir.
Yeah, 29.
Verse 29. Thus said the king.
So this brother's yelling at the top of his lungs, all right? Because they was having a private A and B conversation. But the brother, he told him, go F you. He told him in Assyrian, in his own language, go F yourself, all right? Our Lord's going to deliver us. We don't need your horses. We don't need nothing you got. All right, go ahead.
Let not Hezekiah deceive you.
Don't let your king deceive you, all right? Right now, your king is taking you down. Your king, he's putting you in a situation that can clearly be avoided, all right? Go ahead. No, Sloppy, go ahead.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the situation they put us in today. So you got all these fake groups. They want to go against Commander General Hunter, all because of what the oppressors say. The oppressors got something to say, because the oppressor get in their ear and big them up. Mm-hmm. You can get your own group, because I'm pretty sure that's probably how all these groups started anyways. Just go against them. Just go against it. Don't listen to him. Yep. Don't listen to him when he's telling you the truth on the Most High. He's telling you trust in the Most High. Trust in it. And it's like the oppressors have the same tactics. We see this through the scriptures, that like even by them even telling us and making it public what they do and how they destroy black groups and how they destroy black leadership and how they divide and conquer us through gangs and they hop right in the middle, not their face. They'll pull somebody to the side. Yep. Yo, get you in. Because even IUIC, the dude was in the UPK in the 90s. Yep. And then 2003, he became a police officer. So it's like, where's really your loyalty at? Because once you become a police officer, that's an agreement by president. You give them your body in sacrifice. You take on their shield. You take on their beliefs.
It's lucky to jump off of that.
Mm-hmm.
There was the brother there was an interview that he did,
mm-hmm.
and he pretty much broke it down and said that because he said he was a detective, he worked for the government, and when they started seeing the videos that he was coming out with, they came to him personally and said, "Listen, you can do whatever you want, just don't talk about the police department in your videos."
Mm-hmm.
And still to this day, that's why they always say the white man isn't the source of your problems, because if y'all brothers wasn't going out there selling drugs, y'all wouldn't have to worry about cops coming to kill y'all. When in all actuality, the cops is doing that regardless. They going, you feel me? Even if you're a good Samaritan, they're gonna argue with you to get you riled up. Then they're gonna slam you around. They're gonna rough you up a little bit. Probably plant some drugs on you. They probably know it's gonna get thrown out, but still, it's the point,
Yeah.
But that's those secret pacts that they try to, they always whisper in your ear. Don't talk about don't talk about the police, and you can keep your job. All right. I mean, Salaki, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Salaki, sir. But then just to add on though, just like what you were saying though, Nahari Allah, like the oppressor was a cop or any oppressor though that want to come up against us though, that pull one of our people that's not paying attention, or one of our people who's a traitor, and then they speak lies to our brother or sister to come up against us though, but knowing either way the oppressor is not going to speak any truth to us or release us out of their head, out of their right, crafty.
And to piggyback on what you're saying, they're not going to release us out of their hand. They're just going to make our situation and our circumstances better than the average. Like what they're saying here, come here, you get your own. Why would think about it? It don't even make no sense. Why would you want me to let you take me away from my land that got milk, that got honey, that got vineyards, that got grapes, so you could take me to a land where you control?
Exactly.
And that I could work for you? It's the same thing like this going on in America today. They put us in these cities and stuff like that, and we got the illusion that we free.
And Salakia, with that being said, what he did, like so-called freed us though, and the land that we had, the farmlands and all other stuff that we had though, they somehow infiltrate, manipulate, and take it from us though. You know what I'm saying? Do crafty things to, you know what I'm saying? Right, whatever.
You can have the land, but you still got to pay us taxes for it.
Right. So, right. That's why we tell it, and that's heavy what you brought out, sir, real quick. Because like I said though, I tell brother and sister, like I don't give a damn how many houses and mansions you own though. You don't pay taxes; they take it from you though. Exactly. So obviously it ain't yours. You don't own that damn house. Cut it out.
Exactly.
You still a damn slave.
Is so like right now it's raining. All right, they're in certain states it's illegal to collect rainwater. When that's a natural resource. All right, they made it illegal. Why do they make it illegal? Because if they're not getting paid, then nobody's gonna get it. All right, nothing. Air. All right. I mean, not the air we breathe. I mean, at a cost, yeah, but the air we breathe. I mean, you want to go get air for your tires? There's $2. They charge for everything. You want water in a bottle? $1.50.
It's a lot to piggyback what you were saying. A dude did it. A dude was collecting rainwater, and they brought him up on charges. They told him in court. First, they sentenced him to 30 days. Then they told him the rainwater is ours. This the pride of the oppressor. Just like this man talking today. They told him the water is theirs, and the land is theirs. It's just they giving him permission to be there.
Exactly.
And they didn't give him permission to collect the water, so therefore he committed theft.
Exactly. That's from that's crazy. Go ahead.
And you know what, man? This is just crazy though. Like, the oppressor is such a disgusting devil though. Because like, here's the thing though. Like, he had charged a little 10, 12-year-old girl that's selling lemonade though. That's sad. This oppressor's a goddamn devil. The Bible speaks of, man. You go charge a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, 8-year-old innocent little kid. Tax him for selling lemonade, man. Get the Get the fuck out of here, Salakia, man. That's sad. It's sad.
Salakia.
That's sad. Though. That
Yeah,
should show you how disgusting,
but
terrible it is.
But that shows that this isn't nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. All right, this was happening back then. They're basically saying, just give us the land and we'll let you live good. But you're gonna have to, when we call for you, you're gonna have to pull up. We're gonna give you them horses. We'll give you the little bit of land. We'll give you some wine. But when we tell your ass it's time to ride out, you better get ready to ride out. All right, go ahead out.
And one more real quick. The only reason why I brought that up because when we were kids, that never ever happened. That never happened. But now, like, they want to do all this other extra stuff to a process even further. You see what I'm saying? That never ever happened though. We were selling candy and lemonade. That should never happen.
Nope.
Now they.
A lot of the times, the law enforcement would come and support the business. Let me get to candy bars.
Right.
That was what we was in the world, though. All right. Now that we wake up and we understand who we are, we're the enemy. All right. They understand. They know that we're the enemy, but they're gonna treat us like as long as they don't know, then we can mess with them. But once they wake up and they put on fringes and then these war bands and we start protesting against what they're doing to us, we're the bad guys now. But go ahead. I go to the next verse. That's what these brothers. That's what the Assyrians is trying to do right now. He's saying, just make this agree. He's yelling at everybody because the servant of King Hezekiah, he pretty much said, "F you." All right, go ahead.
Yeah, 30, right? Verse 30.
What y'all saying is correct, and also we got to be mindful that what they trying to say, don't let your king deceive you. And they the ones that play these deceitful games.
Exactly.
Promise our people 40 acres of a mule, whatever it is. Our people don't get what they say. Politicians actually too as well. And they go into their little debates like, we're gonna make sure we don't get especially try to talk to us.
Exactly.
We're gonna hire whatever welfare, whatever it is.
Exactly.
They say they're gonna give us, it's deceiving us to control us.
Exactly.
Give up our own soul for whatever they're gonna give us in vain.
Just like when we were in Egypt and they had the tumult, which basically a tumult is a secret meeting. That's what these town hall meetings and stuff. They don't even tell us.
Nope.
They don't put it out there or nothing. You feel me? They'll be sitting there on the news and look at the dog turned 5 years old. Town hall meeting. Yeah. Anyway, Black people, we sitting there like, okay, we didn't catch that. You feel me? But all white people like, town hall meeting, and they already know the time, 6, 7 o'clock. When that sun starts to go down, it's time to and they make these secret meetings to find out ways to try and deceive us. And no, you good. Go ahead.
30, we had 30, right, sir? 30. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, 30.
Whenever you're ready, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 30. Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying, the Lord will surely deliver us, and this city shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria.
See, he's basically saying it right there. Don't you letting your king deceive you. Don't let your king deceive you. He's sitting there whispering that the Lord's gonna. We don't even know what your Lord look like. We took over all these other countries. We've seen what these other countries' gods look like. We don't even know what your God looks like. Right now, we don't even think you have a God. All right, because at the end of the day, you sitting there talking about a Lord, and we don't know what the hell. Like you don't let your king deceive you. All right, because if you actually had a God, we wouldn't be at your front door. Go ahead,
Yeah, and again, the same games they play with us today, as far as like having faith in God. Like they infiltrate these religions and in the churches. So even when we do think we want to find God, we go to a place that's been infiltrated, and it plays on our trust in the Lord. Because we go to a place and we see a sodomite teaching the congregation, or we see a pedophile teaching the congregation, or we see someone just as wicked as we are teaching the congregation. It taints our trust in the Lord. And then when we don't put trust in the Lord, we put trust in the oppressor, in the enemy, or any of his beliefs that he got set up. A big thing they got going on now is energy and the universe and laws of and karma and the oppressor got set up all these things for us to put our trust in, but except the Lord. I don't trust in the Lord. Don't listen to him who's trying to make you trust in the Lord. And that's where they play that reverse role and call us hate groups and say everything we doing is against God. But y'all told us not to trust in God.
They'll you believe in God? Well, I'm atheist, but my rocks give me spiritual energy, and this is a jade jasper rock, and this is to ward off bad spirits, and You just sitting there like, wait a minute, I got something I can actually go off of, but you sitting there talking about rocks. It's like, yeah, go ahead.
Basically what y'all saying, it's healthy too because they infiltrate to be the first and foremost the real people of God, as well as what they little tactics. When you even go to the court system, you know what I mean, how they set up, how behind them is saying God we trust, and they're the ones that's, you know what I mean, put us in that situation, even on the dollar. You know what I mean, everything that they try to make it seem like, yeah, don't trusting us more. You know what I mean, we could give y'all what y'all really needed.
Exactly. It's like that. Go ahead.
Shoot. You know what? Sabbath, you was right on point where I was at though, because like in every oppressor's judicial court system in all the states or anywhere though, you know, they solemnly swear to our records. You know, and then here's the thing though, they solemnly swear to the Bible, which is Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian records, our history book of our forefathers, right? And then when we cut them with the scriptures, though, because when anybody from the ISU, you can't cut them with the scriptures of proper context, then they turn around and say something, we don't believe in the Bible, or we do this, or they turn around and say something to I'm thinking of the word though, they try to like cover up something to cover up. You know what I'm saying? Something they did that, you know.
And to jump off of that, you're right. They say they swear on the Bible, they make us swear on the Bible, they give us hundreds and thousands of years on the Bible, and they don't even believe in the Bible. They tell us that they say they fake like they believe in the Bible, but they don't believe in the Bible. And then when you dig down to the specifics, like the messenger here for King of Assyria, they trust in guns. They trust in their military. They trust in their might, their pride. They don't trust in the Lord. And they want us to be just like them. They want us to trust in them because they've been so successful. What country you know more powerful than America? None. We done conquered everything. Just like he said, who God's done stopped us from conquering?
And if they didn't conquer, they got their hands short as hell, and they got their hands cookie jar. They there. They getting something out of something.
They got embassies down there everywhere.
Everywhere, exactly.
Like even if they didn't conquer it, though, they
gonna have an embassy
or territory. Right.
How many embassies on the United States?
Oh, I wouldn't even be in it.
I don't think it's not one. I don't think it's not one.
Embassy? No, honestly, I don't think so.
I don't think it's not one.
I have to look that up.
But because you ain't getting on U.S. soil. Not with your own, because the embassy got your guards, your own police, your national.
That's your own personal,
that's like your own personal government. Because in the spirit, America is Assyrians as well. They're the ancient Assyrians, they're the ancient Egyptians, they're Mystery Babylon.
Right.
Because the Assyrians, when you dig into the history, they were famous for torture. Their torture tactics. So like every nation tortured, but they glorify torture. Like they will make murals and paintings of them ripping people's limbs apart. And you know, America the same way. They military, let them catch you. You tell it everything you know. If you don't, they gotta. I done see. Maybe it's just a movie, but you know what I'm saying, I done seen them put they put the mask over the dude's head and then they put the water on it and like that's kick them back. It's like called waterboarding.
Yeah, that's the ancient day waterboarding.
They torture the enemies like that. They torture them Arabs. They be torturing them. They torture everybody.
After the Twin Towers show, when they went to Iraq those first times, it was a lot of videos about them raping them women and torturing them Arabs, right?
That's an Asian Assyrian tactic. That's why the Lord called them Mystery Babylon, because they got all types of tactics from all these nations. That's what made them great in the first place. But we supposed to be trusting in the Lord, because they're not the ones that's going to do it. Exactly. I was talking to my grandma the other day, she was talking about the Roman Catholic Church and how they are the representation of godliness on the earth. Sure. And I'm telling her, like, they are not the representation of godliness. They're not following God. We are supposed to be the representation, because we looking for them to do it, but when we the ones who's supposed to be doing it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And she thought about it too. She's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. We ain't got not one rape case. They ain't got not one pedophilia case. There's many kids that come to their feast days. They got millions on top of millions on top of millions cases because they're not following God. First of all, what scripture tell you do not have sex? That's the first thing the priests do. They can't have sex. Okay, you got to take a vow of celibacy.
Yeah, in the Roman Catholic Church,
yeah. But in the Bible, it says be fruitful. And all the priests had kids, and the priesthood wouldn't do the bloodline.
But you got to also remember that the Italians, the ancient Romans, they're the offspring of the that was their thing. Pedophilia, bestiality, homosexuality, all that. That was their thing. So that's kind of like in their DNA. You feel me? That's in their DNA. And you can actually go into certain museums and stuff where they have the artifacts. They'll have the big old vase with the whole, straying off subject, but it's lucky. But pretty much, put our faith in the Lord. We can't put our faith in into the oppressor. All right, go ahead.
31, sir.
Kind.
Verse 31. Hearken not to Hezekiah, for thus said the king of Assyria, make an agreement with me by a present, and come out to me. And then eat, yea, every man of his own vine, and every one of his fig tree, and drink, yea, every one the waters of his cistern.
So he's basically saying, sign this agreement, make this agreement. You feel me? Join us. All right. Don't. He's telling them, don't listen to your king. Your king is gonna get you killed. But if you listen to us, you're gonna have your own wine. You're gonna have your own water. You're gonna have your own food. All we ask you is we'll give you all the presents you want. We'll give you your horses and all that, but just don't listen to your king. All right. Now remember, he's talking to the guards. He's talking to the sentries on the wall. He's yelling out at the top of his lungs because he already got told off basically by the servant. The king's servant pretty much is like, I ain't got nothing to say. You feel me? So now he's like, well, I can't get into your hand. Let me try and bribe these dudes. All right, because a soldier's life is hard. It's rough. We're gonna give you your own land. You'll be able to get drunk. You'll be able to see your kids, your wife. But when we say it's time to go, it's time to go. All right, go ahead.
And what's so heavy is that the Lord gave us specific instructions to not envy the oppressor and not follow after his words and his deceiving words, like in the book of Psalms, that say the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. You know what I'm saying? And that's like that. It sound good. We've been at war. Y'all got a siege. Y'all got all our wars. We can't go out, make no money. We can't do nothing. I might as well just. And then like even in the book of Judith, where they was cornered in the mountains, and they was like, listen, man, we're gonna go and turn ourselves into them. And we better be slaves than die. Because we gotta live. Okay. But it's like we got instructions to not think that way. We got instructions to be ready to die than to follow the heathen and be subject to him. Because that's one of the main reasons why we went into captivity in the first place. Losing faith in the Most High and seeing the heathen and all of their power and their glory and their riches, because it is glorious. China got a 200 million man army. Like, come on, that's glorious. You know what I'm saying? They technology, everything they got, even the Russians, they got gold and rubies by galore. Like, it looks at you like, yo, man, all right, even in America, it makes you think like, yeah, man, they got oil, they got military power, and we niggas in the ghetto. Saying we ain't got nothing. We gotta trust in the Lord. But that's the thing, we gotta trust in the Lord. You can't worry about these kings and what they got in their power, because the Lord about to come and destroy it.
Go ahead. I'm about to say, let's try to speed through this. All right.
Until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of corn and wine, a land of bread and vineyards, a land of olive and of honey, that ye may live and not die. And hearken not unto Hezekiah when he persuaded you, saying, the Lord will deliver us.
Basically, he's telling them again, when your king tells you that the Lord have faith in the Lord because he's going to deliver us, don't. All right, go ahead, just play the part. All right, let him talk, but at the same time, you make this agreement. We'll take you from here. We'll put you in one of our lands, and we'll let you run one of our lands. All right, you're gonna have to pay your taxes, but we'll let you run one of our lands, all right? You don't have to be here. because this land's about to be taken over. We got plans for this. All right, we got plans for this land over here. All right, go ahead now.
Verse 33.
33.
Have any of the gods of the nations deliver at all his land out of the hand of the king of Assyria?
See, he's basically saying ain't no other gods of all the countries, all the land we took over. None of them gods were there to deliver them. All right, so what makes you think that your God is going to deliver y'all? All right, y'all gonna get took over just like the rest of them. All right, go ahead.
Verse 34. Where are the gods of Hamath and of Arpad? Where are the gods of Sepharvaim, Hinah, and Ivah? Have they delivered Samaria out of my hand?
See, he's basically saying, you know, these are all kings of Samaria, right? Or the gods of
Right.
Yeah, these are kings in Samaria. All right, he's basically saying, where are the gods of the kings that have conquered already? All right, all these gods that these kings worship, they didn't help them, they didn't deliver them. All right, so what makes you think that your God is going to deliver y'all? All right, go ahead.
Salakia and Samaria is the capital of the northern kingdom. And they were the first ones to go into captivity under the Assyrians. And the Assyrians came and took all 10 tribes away.
God, you're right.
Because remember in Second Esdras, they left from that captivity and came over here to the Americas.
God.
But so Samaria and Jerusalem is the capitals of both kingdoms. But the Assyrians took over Samaria. That's why in the New Testament, the Samaritans is not Israelites.
God.
But that's the Israelites' land.
God.
Saying they took it over. It was a whole conflict going on.
That's why Yahushua told them, "Don't not enter ye not into the gates of what is the Samaritan or
Right.
basically don't go into their countries trying to because there's nobody there for us.
Egyptians
Don't
were
ain't no point going over there because we pretty much we clean that out. That's empty. That's desolate. Let them, But Slaki, finish off this last
verse 35. Who are they among all the gods of the countries that have delivered their country out of my hand, that the Lord should deliver Jerusalem out of my hand?
All these gods, all these countries that we took over, all the gods that these people follow, did not one of them deliver their people out of their land. All right, because we got it all. All right, we took over everything. All right, no other guy. You think that your God is gonna help when we already took over? Man, we took over countries. We wiped out kingdoms. And you think that you're one God compared to the hundreds of other gods we took over is going to help you? We're not. But we're going to end it there. We're going to end that's the 7 scriptures. All right. Next week we'll be at the Passover.
Right.
All right. So get y'all ass down there, North Carolina. Okay, Raleigh, North Carolina Passover, the Lord's 54th Passover. Yeah, Lord's 54th Passover. All right. Good vibes, good drink, good food. All right, we're gonna. All right, we all rise. All right. All right.
Do you read first or you go first? Do you read first or first?
We're gonna do 2 or 3.
Go. All right. We want the brothers and sisters to stand and turn and face the east. All right. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanah. Shabbat Shemayim. Kadash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Ayah. Bashemayim. Natham. Salakin. Nathanawa. Lakam. Ka'ah. Yawam. Wasalak Nawa. Kawawap Nawa. Kasanat Nawa. Kawawap Nawa. Wala'ah. Tabayan Nawa. Basayan Nawa. Abba. Hawashai Nawa.
Hawashai Nawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Raikaya.
Raikaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Wa'ala.
Wahatapa Ara.
Watapa.
Lamya.
Lawalamium.
Aman.
Aman. All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth, as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debt.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Aman. This the Hakak power in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Kusha.
Bakusha.
Not Lanoa.
Nathanael.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Hakat. Larapa'ah.
Larapa'ah.
Ka Makala.
Kamakala.
Waka Madawa.
Mukamawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Matazaria.
Amatazari.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakoyam.
Lahakium.
Hamatayam.
Amathium.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Rakawat.
Al-Rakawah.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Laka Rashan.
Lagarashan.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman. All right, this is the Hakat, the power in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name
In the name
of Yahushai.
of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. There's the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Waha Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Wama Yaka'ala.
Wamayaka'ala.
Halayam.
Wa'alayim.
Mataza Baya'a.
Matazabaya.
Alawat.
Alawat.
Yahana.
Yahana.
Ha'alawatyam.
Ha'alawapium.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranium.
Hakwatazayayam.
Akwatazayim.
Haka Ya'alyam.
Hakayayim.
Wa'akatayam.
Wa'akwathium.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman. All right, this is the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushai.
And Yahushai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
All right. You can turn around. Class dismissed.